This is Peter, so I'm going to record over here 3 orders, one from Colin, one from Eowen, and one from Breda. In case there's any product or brand that doesn't show up in the catalog, I'm going to create it on the spot, okay? So here we go. I forgot to record it, and then but I already create an order for Colin and Ryan. So on the next 2 ones, you're gonna see how to create a customer, which I guess you already know. But anyway, let's go for it. So I have here order number 7 for Colin Ryan. It is at the Pet Hugh shop. I edited the store locations. It had another name there, so I just corrected that. It was created on May 1st. There's already one service there. There's no products purchased. And it is due date on May 1st on the same time. Okay, so here's a picture of the customer. Here's the ID number for the string job, number 7. There's no details for the string job. It's waiting for the racket, for the mains and the crosses. And here's the other quick access to the order, right? So in order for you to access the order, you can click directly here on the order ID number. You can click on the customer's name. You can click on the button access order, or you can click on the racket ID string job number, which is number 7. And if you click over here, you're going to access the order and load the string job right away. So I'm going to show you this one, okay? So I click over here and it loads directly here. You're going to see order number 7, status new, customer Colin Ryan. The total value for the invoice is 0 at the moment. This is the location of where the string job is being done. In case you keep track of commissions, you can choose who is the seller. Here's if you want to edit the status of the payment. The amount of services in this order, the amount of products that is being purchased, when was this order created, and when it is due. If you want to add the customer payment for this order, you can do this over here. And then, of course, you already loaded the service number 7, okay? So we have basically 2 menus to edit the service, the string job, which is this config service, which brings the full menu for all the options that you have for the racket. So it's in one form. Right away you can edit. And the other one is the individual sections for the string job, like what is the racket, what is the strings on the mains, so you can do one by one, and then you choose whichever you want. So usually people like to start with this full form to edit, and then later on, once they have to edit the string job because they forgot a detail or they did it wrong, they prefer to go individually, okay? But then that is up to you. So we have a lot of options over here. We have the string job ID number. If you want to edit the name for this specific racket, so for example, the customer brings you 3 rackets. One he labels 1, 2, and 3. You can go over here and do, for example, R1. And then you save. So this racket has this label R1. So then it is easier for you to identify, or he brings it for a restring, and is restring for his racket that he labeled number 1. Once you click here to load previous service, it's going to show all the rackets including R1, so then you don't have to fill it all over again. I'm going to show you that later on. The status of this service is new, so if you want to change the status, you just keep clicking on these buttons here. It's going to change the status, okay? And if you have an observation, you save. If you want to print the label, you can print. If you want to duplicate this, the service, so for example, he brings 2 rackets that is going to have the same string job. You create one, and then you duplicate. It creates the second string job right away for all the same specs. All right. So let's go. So it's Vocal V1 Pro. So I click over here, and then I go Vocal V1 is the Pro, V1 Pro. Well, here it didn't write if it was the Organics, the Super, or the V-Fuel, or the V-Sense, so I'm going for the V-Fuel. Color standard, and I'm guessing size is 4/3/8. And then the string is the heptatwist. So for example, I don't have to write MSV heptatwist. I can just go twist, and then it already shows everything that has the word twist. So it's the 19. So I'm not sure if this one is supposed to be 17.1.1. Maybe this is a mistake in the catalog. So I think it is, yeah, should be 19. Okay, so we'll add that. So let's choose this one guy here. Is the red, and tension is 54 pounds, and no pre-stretch. So this is for the mains, and for the crosses, let's say it's the same. So you don't have to type it all over here again. You can always press this button, which means apply the same setup on the mains to the crosses or vice versa. Okay, so I'm going to apply it. So it already fills that out for you. By default, it's already 4 knots. If there's a time that this customer wants it to be strung, like, oh, he's gonna play a tournament in the afternoon, he just he came in and in the morning, right? So then you choose what time it needs to be strung. The stringer is under your name. If you want to set up which string machines you have, we can do that later on. And then we have all the other stuff here, like, are you supposed to put a dampener? Are you supposed to do a stencil? Are you supposed to put a new cushion? So we have this option here called invoice. Invoice means you're going to charge this product. You're going to charge the customer this product, right? So if you check this button, it's going to look for all the products that you have in stock. So in case your product doesn't show up once you check this checkbox, it can be either two things. Either this product does not exist in the catalog, or it does exist in the catalog, but you forgot to edit the quantities available and the pricing. Okay, so in order for a product to show up as invoice, it needs to be existing in the catalog, and you mark it as a product that you carry in your store. Like you have to put, I have it, I have 50 of them, and each one is $2. Okay. So where's the delivery going to be? If it is on court or not, the date and time that it needs to be delivered. Okay. And then custom, if the guy wants to customize a racket, like, I don't know, he wants to put lead tape, he wants the overgrip, but he wants for left-handed, you can do all these things here. So we press the button save, and you can see that it already fills it out over here. So the difference here is that whatever is in blue means it's something to be done for the racket. Whatever is in white is no actions needs to be done for that specific section, right? So no need to put a dampener, no need to put a new cushion, no need to put an overgrip, and so forth. All right. So that's it. The order and the string job it's registered, but it doesn't mean that you're working on it. That's why both the orders and the service status both are new. So let's say you're going to start working on it. So you go over here and you click the button start. So the order is going to change to in progress, and the status of the string job is going to be in progress. So you start working on it. It takes you, I don't know, about 20 minutes to string it up. And then once it's ready, you come here ready. And then it's going to change both status. And then you're just waiting for the customer to come over and pick it up. Okay. Now let's do for EOing. All right, so we create a new order. So we go back to orders, and then we click on the button new order. Let's go over here, new order. It's a pure error 300 RPM blast, and then it's buying, oh cool, it's buying the tennis balls Tretorn, right? So new order, we set the customer, so you're right here, EOing. This person is not showing up, so we add a new one. So I guess it's a male, E. Owen Gleason. save. Customer saved successfully, so we try over here EOing, and then the system is going to look for this person. Found it, click save, and then the person's added over here. Now we go to service. We add a new service because there's no, since it's a new customer, there's no last services she did, right? So add a new service. So he added the service number 8, and let's do that again. So this time I'm gonna do with the individual form. So it's a pure arrow. I don't think it has this way the G3. So 16 by 19. And then we have to check which record this is, all right? So you have to see, because we register by the name, brand, and model that is, for example, I don't know, in Tennis Warehouse, the way it shows up. So let's choose this one for now. Its standard size, I guess, is 3/8. Save. And then is the RPM blast. So we click on the mains. RPM blast. And is the 17. Color black. Tension 52 pounds. And no pre-stretch, and then we click here save mains and apply same setup to crosses. Confirm, and then you're already added. Okay, so this one is good to go, and then the person's buying a Tretorn plus tennis balls and 6 cans. All right, so I forgot to show you something, which is to print the label. So you see, once you click on it to print, it shows customer's name, EOing Gleason, order number 8, ID number of the service is number 8, the rect is blah blah pure arrow. So for the strings, mains and crosses, the first one of the mains is blah blah RPM 17 black, 52 pounds for the tension. The bottom is crosses. For knots, start the string job anytime. Stringer, it's pat, and then the date that was created, the due date, custom observation. And then here we have a QR code. The QR code is the following. If you have like a smartphone and you scan this QR code, is going to change the status of the racket to the next available status. So it changes from new to start. And then if you scan it again, it's going to change from start to ready. And if you scan again, ready to delivered. And if you keep scanning, it doesn't do anything else because it was already delivered. So this would be like a quick access for you to change the status without having to access the software all the time. Okay. So let's do the invoice. So it's buying Tretorn plus tennis balls. So I don't have this product here because the new one. So let's create. We have to create a catalog first. The category. So let's go under categories. Let's see. Is there tennis balls here for you? No. So we do here tennis balls. Tennis balls. Let's see. We have Tretorn. We don't have the brand Tretorn, so we have to do the brand first. Brands. See, there's no Tretorn here, so add a new brand. Tretorn. Save. And then we go to categories. We create a new one called tennis balls. We mark Tretorn to be a brand available for tennis balls, and size. So can tennis balls 6 cans. So I'm gonna do here 3 can, 4 can, 6 can. You have the 3-pack of 3 cans. You can have 6 3 can, and then you can have 12 pack. And then you have the 24 pack, which is the box, right? And then so on. Save. So this is just what we are creating for the catalog, and now we're going to add it to your stock. So we go under products, and you can see that here it already shows up, right? So there's no tennis balls. Let's add a new one, and then it's tennis balls, brand Tretorn, and it's called the Plus. Standard color, and it is the 6 can. Add product variation. You have it in stock. I don't know, maybe you have 10 of those, and I'm going to guess how much does it cost. 6 can, I don't know, 10, right? Oh no, sorry, this is the barcode. Here's 10. Save and back to list. So now we go back to the order for EOing. Here it is, right? So we access the order, invoice, tennis balls, Tretorn, plus, and then size the 6 can. If you want, you can add a product, you can write a name so you don't get confused which one it is, right? It's up to you. Add the item, and here it is. Tennis balls, Tretorn plus, standard color, size 6 can. He wants one. 10 euros, $10, so it's whatever is your currency, right? And then here's a total invoice. You want to give a discount and so forth. If you want to print the order, here we have to put your logo, but it already shows to the customer what he needs, what he's acquiring your store, right? So this is the name of your store, the date that it was printed, the person that printed, the order ID, the status of the order, the date that the order was created, and who's the customer. These are all the string jobs that you did for this customer, for this invoice. So you had 3 rackets, you would have 3 of these, one after the other, and these are all the products that this person is buying. Okay, so let's say that you're also going to charge the labor because a person, he brought his own strings. So let's see if we have labor here. We don't have labor here, so let's put the labor. So we go under categories, and I'm just gonna check that you have string service there. So it's a labor. You do have labor. You do have store labor and tournament labor for here should be your store. I'm going to edit this over here, showing the other store. So we do that. Okay, so once I change this in the database, it's going to update for you, so we can keep this for now. So let's go to catalog, let's go to products, all products. Let's create a new product, which is your labor. Oh, actually, let me see if I already did that. Products, where is it? Labor. No, so add a new one. Labor, brand, I'm gonna change that to pet your store. And here, model, racket, tennis, racket, string job. And standard store, let's say you have tournament as well, add product variation, you're gonna have in store 999 because it goes forever, 999. And to store the string job at your store, it's, I don't know, let's say is 15 euros, and for tournament is 20, right? So we save back to list. Okay, so now if you go back to the order, and then you go here to order new, order of the customer. You click on invoice and you add the labor. So you can do here store. No, not store. Tennis racket, standard, store labor, add item. He's gonna add the labor here, and then if you did gonna charge 2 string jobs, you click 2 here, he edits the number. Okay, so this is all good to go. And if you click on print the order, you're going to see that now he has the labor here as well. Okay, so this is it for Eowyn, and then let's do for Breda orders. Let me show you something here, quite nice. New order, and this is Breda Murphy, right? So let's say we're doing for Colin again. Colin, you click over here, add Colin, right? So this order is for the customer Colin Ryan. If you click here, load previous service, it's going to have all the last 10 services that you did, and then if you click over here and select, it's going to add this string. It's going to like restring the record for him. It already creates right away. Okay, so this is a nice functionality that you don't have to do almost anything. Just a couple clicks and it's good to go. So let's change here. It's not him. It's Breda, and she's not listed here. So new customer, female, Breda Murphy. Save, and then here Breda Murphy, save, and add a new service, Vocal vSense 3. So sense, Vocal vSense 3, here it is. Black, record size 3/8. What is the strings? Focus hex 18. Focal hex 18. I think it's this one, right? Because it's 118, 17 now. Then we gotta make sure which one it is later on. I guess it's black. 54 pounds. And on the crosses, Wilson Sensation. So here we go. Sensation Comfort. Sensation Comfort. Color natural, 60 pounds. 4 knots, right? And good to go. Save. So besides that, she's buying ASICS shoes and overgrip. All right, so for sure I don't have these shoes, and these overgrips I don't have. So we have to add those in your catalog. So let's see if we have the category tennis shoes. Yes, we do. ASICS sizes, she bought size number 7. So tennis shoes here, I'm gonna put women's and men, right? Tennis shoes, women, 7. And then here eventually, of course, you can sell Adidas. Let's see what else. Maybe Head. Wilson, and then probably over here we have to add the brand Nike, right? Add brand Nike. So let's do that. So catalog brands. You're gonna see that Nike is not listed over here, so we put Nike. Add new brand. Nike. Save. All right, catalog. Categories. Tennis shoes women, tennis shoes men, right? So you have to do that. And then Nike should be here. Nike. Save. So let's do that. Shoes, ASICS, gel, whatever. So we go under categories. sorry, products, tennis shoes women, and it has none listed, so I add a new one. So here it's tennis shoes women, it's ASICS, gel game, color I'm not sure which one, and then size 7, add product variation. You have in stock, you have, I don't know, 4 pairs for 80. Save, back to list, and the overgrip. So let's do for the products overgrips. Let's see, we have this Torna Mega. So you can do a filter here, Torna, and Mega Tech, I guess is this one, right? So we add it. We're gonna say that we have it in stock. Oh, already, it's already here. Good, 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 good. So we go back to orders. Bretta Murphy, invoice. Let's add her tennis shoes, ASICS. Standard, size 7, add item. And the overgrip. Oh, let's do this. Instead of doing, obviously you're gonna add this to the service, right? So we go here on the service. We go here under overgrip, invoice, and then we do mega. See, it's gonna over here, turn a grip, mega tack over grip, mega tack. Oh, I don't know which one it is, but this guy here, and it's white, size. Oh, this is the thing. If it is a single one, you have to create a single one, right? So let's see over here, mega. Let's see over this one, white, 3 packs. So if it is 3 packs, means you don't sell individual tourner grips. So she needs to buy the 3 packs. You're gonna take one of those from the pack, put it on the racket, and then she takes home 2 of them. Okay, so that's most likely what is going to happen. If you have sell singles, then you go back to the catalog and then you register single over grips. Okay, save. So what this does over here, it tells you that for this string job, you have to put this over grip before you deliver to the customer, right? And then an invoice is already added over here. So this is a nice feature that if you, once you're editing the service, the string job over here, and then you mark it to charge it as invoice, it's gonna show up here right away. All right, so this is pretty much what the software is. The main purpose of the software is basically for you to edit to create orders, put the customer, edit the amount of services, and the invoice for the customer. Okay, now if you click here on customer, it's gonna load her the customer's profile. So he has all the contact, emails, the total amounts of invoice that this person has purchased from you, the amount that this person has paid, due date, remaining, and any payments that have problems. Okay, due date is, for example, Beretta gave you a check for 15th of May. So you can register the payment here. You can register check, bank transfer, whatever. You put the due date on the May 15, put the value, and then you click here due date, and then you save, and then it's gonna add over here the value, meaning due date. So then the software is going to monitor for you which payments are still due date, and then you can check if the person actually paid you on that date or not. If he didn't pay you, then you can call the person and say, hey, I'm having problems with your check, and so forth, right? So it has the overview. Overview shows the last 10 services for this customer, the last 10 products that this customer bought it from you, and then here's like a dashboard about this customer. Profile, which is you fill out the information about this person. So you have here receive restring alert by email, receive email when order is ready. So this is a nice feature, as long as the person has the email here. finance, which is what I was showing to you, orders, all the orders that this customer have in your store. So the order number 9, it has one string job, 2 products that were acquired. The total that this person has to pay you is 86. The dates that it was created, the status, and then here you can duplicate the order, or you can click here to go and edit. Services. So you have one service for this customer, which is this racket, and it belongs to order number 9. If you click here, it's going to create a new order and put this service there right away. And here are the products, all the products that this person has purchased. Okay. So let's go back to the service. So I don't need to click here since I'm already at the customer. I just click access service. It's going to load that order and the service. Okay. So here you can change the status of the payment. It's a manual control. And if you want to add a payment, you can do over here and edit and add, and then it keeps track for you. Okay, so this is really nice. You have the demos. If you have tennis rackets available for demos, you can click demo here, and then you can select the product from the catalog and create. Okay. And then I guess this is pretty much it. You have the catalog, which all the sections that I showed you. You have users if you want to have stringers who access your software and so forth. Okay, so add demo, and then you can do all these things. So let's add a demo for tennis racket from Wilson. Let's say is the Clash 98 standard 3/8 save. So you have this racket available for demo. If somebody's going to take it out for demo, you click here checkout, type the customer's name, right? And then there you go. All right. What else? You have the dashboard. So the dashboard, it shows everything, all the orders, the status, if anyone is due dates, the rackets, any string drops, their status, payments, customers that have problems with payment, and racket stringing per week. There's a lot of stuff here. Take your time to take a look. And restring reports overview. So this shows you for the month of May the amount of orders that you had, the total rackets that you strung, the total products that you sold, the total value that you generated, the amount that was paid, amount that is due, and so forth. Okay, you can add it here to do the search. Restring, this is pretty cool. What do we do is the following. There's a section here called strings type, which is nylon, polyester, multifilament, natural gut. And for each one of them, you put the amount of weeks that each before it needs to be restrung. Okay, so for example, monofilament, you should restring it in 9 weeks. Nylon, you should restring it in 9 weeks. Polyester, you should restring it in 5 weeks. So if you do a string job today, in 5 weeks, the system is going to tell you that this customer needs to restring this racket that has this string that is made of polyester. Okay, and then it's going to show up over here in your restring status. So this is a nice way for you to keep track. Hey, has Colin restrung his racket? No, so let's give him a call. Okay, so it shows you here when is the next time for the restringing. And also, how does it know it's a polyester? Because once you're here in products, and let's say strings, and this one guts 2000, it has this this field here that you say what type of string type it is. Okay. Orders due date, service due date, stock quantity. So here you can keep track of all. These are all the items that you have in stock. So it's saying that you have all these records, and what we can do is we can export your catalog. Oh, not import, export. And then once it exports in a CSV format. We import in your in an Excel sheet. We work out all the numbers, the quantity, if you have it in stock or not, and then we import back it up, and then your catalog is ready. Okay, so if you want, we can work on this guy here later on, because I think the most important thing for you now is to get used to this process of creating a new order, putting the customer, editing the string jobs needed, adding the products or services that this guy is going to purchase, keep track of the status. So remember to change the status of the order. Um, like for example, remember to say that the rect is delivered or is new, and if you want to done, which is this service is done. Once you add it to done, you change the status to done, you cannot edit the order anymore. Okay. So this is pretty much it. I hope it's straightforward for you. Feel free to send me any questions if you have any suggestions as well. There's a lot of people that keep sending me messages saying that maybe we should do this new functionality, or is having trouble for this, or he thinks that you know you should have less clicks to do something. So people sends me all these feedbacks, which I use it, and then we analyze with the stores if we should actually do it or not. Okay, so I'm going to upload this, and I hope you like it. Let me know.